The foundation of feudalism. Feudalism was a hierarchical system of governance and land management that dominated medieval Europe between the 9th and 15th centuries. It was based on a system of reciprocal relationships, where land was exchanged for military service, loyalty, and protection. This decentralized structure helped maintain order in a time of frequent invasions and weak central governments. The role of kings and nobles. At the top of the feudal system were kings, who granted large parcels of land, known as fiefs, to powerful nobles or lords. In return, these nobles swore loyalty to the king and provided military support, such as knights, during times of war. Nobles held significant power, often governing their lands with considerable autonomy. The vassal-lord relationship. Central to feudalism was the vassal-lord relationship. Nobles acted as lords to their vassals, lesser nobles or knights, by granting them smaller portions of land in exchange for loyalty and military service. This relationship was formalized through ceremonies of homage and fealty, creating bonds of mutual obligation. Knights, the warrior class. Knights formed the backbone of medieval military forces. As vassals to nobles, they pledged to fight for their lords in exchange for land or income. Knights followed a code of chivalry, which emphasized loyalty, honor, and protection of the weak. They also played a significant role in enforcing the lord's authority within their territories. The role of serfs in feudal society. At the bottom of the feudal hierarchy were serfs, peasants tied to the land. Serfs worked the fields, providing agricultural produce and labor to support the entire feudal structure. In exchange, they received protection from their lords and access to small plots of land for subsistence. However, they had limited rights and could not leave the manor without permission. The manor system as an economic base. Feudalism relied on the manor system, a self-sufficient economic unit consisting of a lord's estate and the surrounding village. Manors produced most of the goods needed by their inhabitants, reducing the need for trade. Lords controlled the manor, while serfs and peasants ensured its productivity, maintaining a stable, localized economy. The influence of the church. The church played a central role in feudal societies, influencing both spiritual and temporal matters. It legitimized the feudal hierarchy by promoting the idea of divine order, where everyone's position was God-ordained. The church also owned vast lands, often operating within the feudal structure as a powerful landholder. Challenges and decline of feudalism. Feudalism began to decline in the late Middle Ages due to various factors, including the rise of strong central governments, the growth of commerce, and social upheavals like the Black Death. These changes reduced the reliance on local land-based systems of power and shifted economies away from agriculture toward trade and urbanization. Variations of feudalism globally. While feudalism is most associated with medieval Europe, similar systems existed in other parts of the world, such as Japan. Japanese feudalism, for example, shared features like a warrior class, samurai, and a land-based hierarchy, though it developed independently and was influenced by distinct cultural factors. The legacy of feudalism. Feudalism profoundly shaped medieval society and its institutions, leaving a lasting legacy on governance, social structures, and land use. While the system eventually faded, its influence can still be seen in legal and cultural traditions that developed during this period, offering insights into the evolution of modern political and social systems.